In this specific video series, you're going to learn how to use Facebook Timeline for your business. Now, as you know, since March 30th, Facebook has converted all of their pages, including their fan pages, to the Facebook Timeline layout. So you need to know how it works and how you can effectively maximize it for your business in order to get traffic to your site. So Facebook Timeline is all about branding your business and showing off its personality and its history. So going back to a basic definition of timeline, timelines are visual tools to organize and for studying the history of a topic, of a business, of anything, during a period of time, such as a day, a year, a decade, a century, a lifetime. So in relation to your business, if you can imagine, the Facebook timeline encompasses the life of your business from when it started to when you made product launches happen, when you had successes, and when it grew and things like that. So that's what this is all about. It's all about branding you and showing people what you're all about. It's really a new advance in technology because you can see over time that when Facebook released their fan pages, they were basically landing pages that stored content. You really didn't have a lot of organization. It was really hard to find stuff. So every time you would release stuff, eventually it would disappear on the bottom. So we're moving from landing pages that purely store content to an experience that people can relate to. It's all about the experience. So we're going from the old Facebook landing pages where we could entice people to like our pages. We could set up squeeze pages to force people to like our Facebook fan page. And as we added content, it was very unorganized and hard to find. Gone are these days. Now we've got Facebook timeline pages. You can brand your company. You can focus more on having it sell itself versus you're trying to get people to do call to actions, promote your business, and so forth. And Facebook really doesn't like businesses utilizing their technology to do too much promotions. They actually believe that every company, just like every person, has some sort of personality. So if people can relate to your business and they can see that you're passionate about what they're passionate about, then guess what? They're going to want to be a part of your business. And that's the way that we're heading. And if you can understand it in that way, then it'll be a lot easier for you to really utilize this technology to your benefit. So do it right, which is the key, and use Facebook's system to correctly get traffic to your business. And really that's what it really comes down to, is you utilizing their system the right way. Now here's just a quick overview of this video series as a whole, so you understand what we're going to talk about and you understand how all the pieces of the puzzle fit together. And I guarantee you, once you understand this, you'll be able to put everything together fairly quickly. So this is video number 1. Video number 2, we're going to talk about brainstorming your brand's personality. So we're going to figure out, what is your audience? Who is your audience? What is your brand about? How can your brand relate to the audience? And video number 2 is going to help you gather all this information so that you can use it to create your own Facebook timeline. In video number 3, we're going to talk about the timeline anatomy. I'm going to go step by step, and we're going to use an example and show you cover image, profile picture, about me section, and so forth and so forth. So you have an idea of how the inner workings work and how you can utilize it effectively. Video number 4, we're going to dig deep. We're going to begin to create your Facebook timeline. So we're going to create a cover page in video number 4. We're going to create a profile pic in video number 5. We're going to, I'm going to show you how to use the messaging feature in video number 6, which allows you to communicate with those people, your fans of your page, which is great because you weren't able to do that previously. And video number 7, we're going to talk about the About section. While it does seem fairly simple, there are some things that we need to cover to make sure that you can use it effectively, because there's a lot of do's and don'ts with Facebook's new rules. Video number 8, we're going to talk about the Apps section. How do you use the Apps section correctly to really boost your brand? And video number 9, we're going to talk about pinning your posts. Which posts should you pin, and how to create posts, and so forth. And we're also going to talk about EdgeRank in terms of posts and so forth. Video number 10, we're going to talk about milestones. If you're not familiar with milestones, they're milestones. Basically, events in the history of a company. And the beauty of Facebook Timeline is, let's say that you started your page last year. Even though it started last year, you can add milestones that will date all the way back to the 1800s. So if you have, let's say, for example, a company like Coca-Cola, it started back in the days, and you can go all the way back so that when somebody goes to your site, they can learn more about your history, when you started, why you started, what your vision was, who your founding people were, and so forth. Here are just a couple things you need. You need a Facebook account. Obviously, you need internet. And you also need a graphics editor, or you need getpaint.net. We're going to use this to create our cover page and our profile pic. This is how it all works. It's pretty simple. Once you know how Facebook Timeline works, you can spy on companies that are doing well, spy on companies that are not doing well, so you figure out what they're doing right and what they're not doing right. And you create your own timeline and you attack it. That's pretty much how it is, and that's what we're going to go through in this video series. So in the next video, let's talk about brainstorming so we can gather all the information that we need to create your Facebook timeline.